Here we are back at the screen prior to creating a new part by clicking the new button. What we need to do for every thing that we do, we have to be working within the context of what's called a project. And a project basically keeps track of where all the various files are and the so-called dependencies among the files. So we're going to find out that an assembly of parts consists of pointers to certain files so that the assembly file can access those parts. An assembly is just a bunch of parts put together. And so for obvious reasons, Inventor needs to know where those parts are located. And projects is kind of like the traffic cop, which keeps track of all the files and makes sure that they are in the right location. So you just want to make a project for every part. For example, now we're going to start the, in this particular case when I'm making this video, we're going to start the puzzle cube project. So what we want to do is click on projects, and you can see that there's just one default here. We're going to create a new one, so we'll come down here to the new button, click on it. Everything that you do will be a single user project. The default is a new vault project. That's to be used if you're working in an environment in which multiple people are working on a single part. However, you guys will have your own parts, so it'll always be single user projects, so you'll need to make that change. Do a next. Now, here is where you put in the project name, and you can see that I'm working directly from my Z drive, and that's what it'll look like, and that's fine. We're going to try to do that. So I'm going to put in puzzle cube for my project, and you can see it's inside my Z drive under the folder Inventor, and I've just created the puzzle cube folder associated with the puzzle cube project. So the project file to be created will be puzzlecube.ipj, Inventor project. Very important. At this point, even though this folder does not exist, you hadn't created this prior to this screen, you can hit finish and it'll say, hey, this path doesn't exist. That means that that folder doesn't exist. Do you want me to create it? So you'll say okay. Can't create directory. That is not good. Why can't it do that? Okay, it may not have the permissions. Rats. Okay. So let's go into our Z drive. Go into Autodesk. Inventor 13. That's not correct. Where does it want to put it? Students, P9, Inventor, right under Inventor. Okay. So, yeah, there it is. So it's trying to create this folder right here. We're just going to create it ourselves. So new folder. And puzzle cube. Don't know why Inventor doesn't have the permissions to do that, but okay, so what we've done was we've gone into our Z drive under the Inventor folder and we've created the folder puzzle cube. Now, this folder should already exist, so if I hit finish, it should be happy. Okay, so did everybody catch that? For various reasons, going over the network and permissions, Inventor is unable to create that folder for us, so we have to create it in advance. That'll be a way we'll just have to work. Okay, so I click Done, and now I'm working in a project called Puzzle Cube, and now I can make a new part. It's going to be a standard part, and I can create it. It gets me into the 2D sketch window, and now I can start to make that part. Okay, the concept of the project is important enough such that I am going to end this screencast and have the project be a standalone screencast, because I don't want it to get diluted with other stuff. So we're going to pick this up and make our first part in the next screencast.